Have you ever felt like you've lost the one thing that defines you? That one talent, that one skill, that one quality that makes you. We all have something we see as our superpower. For some, it's their quick wit. For others, their artistic hand. But what happens when that superpower is taken away? Does your value just vanish? Let's take a trip back in time, way back, to a world ruled by giants, and meet one who had to answer that very question. Imagine a young T-Rex. Let's call him Rex. Rex had a roar that could shake the ancient ferns and send shivers down the spine of the bravest Triceratops. His roar was his identity. It announced his presence, his power, his very essence. It was his crown, his scepter, his everything. In the brutal politics of the Cretaceous period, a mighty roar was currency, and Rex was fabulously wealthy. He was the king of the clearing, the rock star of the ravine. But one day, disaster struck. A sudden rockfall, a chaotic tumble of stone and earth, caught Rex off guard. He survived, but when he opened his mouth to let out a triumphant roar, all that came out was a weak, pathetic squeak, a puff of air, silence. The king's voice was gone. Panic set in, followed by a deep, gnawing shame. He, the mighty Rex, was now voiceless. He felt like a fraud, a shell of his former self. He began to hide, slinking in the shadows of giant cycads, avoiding eye contact. The other dinosaurs, once so deferential, now barely noticed him. His power, he believed, had vanished with his voice. Days turned into weeks. Rex grew withdrawn, lost in his own silent misery. He watched the world go on without him, convinced he was now useless. Then, one afternoon, the ground began to tremble, but not from a T-Rex's footstep. A massive, unstoppable river of lava, spewing from a newly awakened volcano, was creeping silently and swiftly towards the valley where many dinosaurs, including young hatchlings, were grazing peacefully, completely unaware of the creeping doom. They couldn't see it from their low vantage point. Rex saw it. His heart pounded. His first instinct was to roar a warning, a thunderous alarm to shake them from their complacency. He opened his mouth, and that familiar, humiliating squeak was all he could muster. Despair washed over him. He was powerless. But then, looking at the terrified faces of the hatchlings who had finally spotted the danger, but were frozen in fear, something inside him shifted. His roar was gone, but his mind wasn't. His courage wasn't. He couldn't shout, but he could act. Rex burst from the tree line, not with a roar, but with a plan. He began stomping his feet in a frantic, rhythmic pattern, a pattern the smaller dinosaurs recognized from their games. He used his massive head to nudge and push giant fallen logs, creating a barrier that redirected the slowest part of the lava flow. He darted towards the panicked herds, not with aggression, but with urgency, using his body to guide them, to shepherd them towards a high ridge, a path to safety they hadn't seen. He was a silent, terrifying, beautiful force of nature. He didn't need a sound to communicate his intent. His actions were a symphony of purpose. He saved them, all of them, as he stood on the ridge, catching his breath, watching the lava consume the valley below. The other dinosaurs looked at him not with fear, but with a newfound respect, an awe that ran deeper than anything his roar had ever inspired. Rex never got his roar back, but he found something far more valuable. He learned that his strength wasn't just a vibration in the air. It was in his quick mind, his brave heart, and his will to protect others. He discovered that true strength isn't about how loudly you can announce your presence, but about the impact of your actions when no one is listening. True strength speaks louder than sound. So, the next time you feel like you've lost your superpower, remember, Rex, maybe your true strength isn't the one thing you've always celebrated. Maybe it's something quieter, deeper, and far more powerful, just waiting for its moment to shine. Thanks for joining me on this little journey. If this story resonated with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more fables that make you think. Until next time, keep projecting your best self into the world with MoraLife Tales.